It says here, the leading books on the Jacksonian period written by respected historians do not mention Jackson's Indian policy, but there is much talk in them of tariffs, banking, political parties, political rhetoric. If you look through high school textbooks and elementary school textbooks in American history, you will find Jackson the frontiersman, soldier, Democrat, man of the people, not Jackson the slaveholder, land speculator, executioner of dissident soldiers, exterminator of Indians. After Jackson was elected president in 1828, the Indian Removal Bill came before Congress and was called at the time the leading measure of the Jackson administration and the greatest question that ever came before Congress, except for matters of peace and war. Under Jackson and the man he chose to succeed him, Martin Van Buren, 70,000 Indians east of the Mississippi were forced westward. Hawk said, "I fought hard, but your guns were well aimed. The bullets flew like birds in the air and whizzed by our ears like the wind through the trees in the winter. My warriors fell around me. The sun rose dim on us in the morning, and at night it sunk in a cold, dark cloud and looked like a ball of fire. That was the last sun that shone on Black Hawk. He is now a prisoner to the white men. He has done nothing for which an Indian ought to be ashamed. He has fought for his countrymen, the squaws and the papooses, against white men who came year after year to cheat them and take away their lands. You know the cause of our making war. It is known to all white men. They ought to be ashamed of it. Indians are not deceitful. The white men speak bad of the Indian and look at him spitefully, but the Indian does not tell lies. Indians do not steal. An Indian who was as bad as the white men could not live in our nation. He would be put to death and eaten up by the wolves. The white men are bad schoolmasters. They carry false books and deal in false actions. They smile in the face of the poor Indian to cheat him. They snake them by the hand to gain their confidence, to make them drunk, to deceive them and ruin our wives. We told them to leave us alone and keep away from us. They followed on and beset our paths, and they coiled themselves among us like the snake. They poisoned us by their touch. We were not safe. We lived in danger. We were becoming like them, hypocrites and liars, adulterous, lazy drones, all talkers and no workers. The white men do not scalp the head, but they do worse. They poison the heart. Farewell, my nation. Farewell to Black Hawk."